You are now tuned in to the Premier Hotspur TV. Sit back, get involved, comment away, because we are live.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Premier Hotspur TV. This is your man Simon, North of England's biggest Spurs fan. Guys, we have won. We've won a game. We're beating Wolfsberger 4-1, guys, away from home. We're here to talk about that game, guys, bringing the post-match reaction. The fans called in show. So if anyone comes to live chat, I will be putting the link into the chat after when we've had our talk and everything. So you can come on and have your say and have a talk with us. So, guys, first of all, let's introduce our special guest. We're all wearing yellow. First of all, Hotspur Matt is in the building again. Thanks, Matt. And we've got Hyper back on the show. Hyper, how are we doing first? Hyper, you're on mute.
Yeah, very good. Very happy for the win.
Good? Yeah, very happy. Yeah. Matt, how's it going, mate?
Yeah, mate. It's been a stressful day today, as you know. But the car's not as poorly as we thought. It is on the mend, so we've got
the mend. Yes.
Yeah, and Tottenham turn it up and put a few goals in tonight, and we watch exciting football. So yeah, good day overall.
Yes, guys. So if you're going to come into the chat, guys, smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't, share this video out, come in and ask us any questions. We will be putting a link in the chat soon, so you can come on and have your say and tell us how you thought the game went. And you're the man of the match. And does this just paper over cracks, guys? Is the more important game against West Ham. So, guys, Matt, we'll come to you first. What do you think of that performance?
Yeah, that first half was really good. Pressed high, had quite a high line. The midfield to attack was really good. We were clinical tonight. Yeah, we had good performances. Bale scored, which was big for him. He got an assist as well. Overall good performance. Just nice to have a win again and talk a bit positive about Tottenham. I thought the mentality was better tonight as well.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. The same question to you, Hyper. What did you think of that performance, mate?
Very happy with Gareth Bale. He had a goal and assist. Happy with Son, happy with Bamidele, and very happy with Vinicius also.
Yeah, as I was speaking to Matt before we went on, I missed the first half during my boys' training tonight. So I'll quickly watch the highlights of the first half, and what I saw, yeah, it was good. Gareth Bale, it's great to see him doing things like that again. Absolutely fantastic. I have been saying this for a couple of weeks now. We've got to give him a time. We've got to give him game time. We've got to bed him in. We've got to trust him. And I think it's going to show that if you put him in a role that he's not going to keep running all the time and just concentrate around that box, that he can do things like that. And it just goes to show tonight. We know it wasn't the best of opposition to play, but you only can beat what's in front of you. So Solly's goal was great again. It was a great header. It was a great assist by Bale, and I think Solly just put his head down it, and Mora's goal, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely, that's the Mora we like seeing. We saw that against West Brom on glimpses where he was direct. He was going at defenders, taking people on, and we need more of that. We need consistency. We can't see that 1 in 10 games. We need that consistency from the likes of Mora. But it was good to see it tonight. Really good. And overall, I said, second half, we come out, looked a bit sluggish. Thought we was 3-0 up. This game's over. And then to Zoko, I don't think he really had a good game. Gave away a stupid penalty. I mean, needless. We didn't need to. You know what I mean? And I think overall, Dele Alli, was great tonight as well. Brilliant. It was great to see Dele out there. Same, that's the old Dele I like seeing. Tracking down lost balls and wanting the ball all the time as well. He'd always wanted the ball in that second half. So yeah, it was an overall good performance. And in the end, Finney got his goal in the end there. So yeah, we're all singing, we're all happy, we're 4-1, and we know we're not getting carried away. We know it's only paper over cracks what's going on in the next club in a minute. We said this earlier, Matt, in it, we can go on and win this massively tonight, but it's still only paper over cracks.
Yeah.
And the big test will come Saturday against a decent West Ham team. So let's see if we can put that into West Ham. Adam's in the house. Our turn beats. You guys. I said 4. Laugh out loud.
Come over.
I'm not crazy. Overall, laugh out loud. One love, guys. If he can come on, he'll come on. I think he's busy as well.
Sorry.
So if he can pop on, he'll pop on. Adam did say 4. He did say 4. We'll go on to the next question, guys. Did it feel like a trading game tonight, guys? Matt?
I suppose at times, it was pretty easy, when we went 3-0 up in that first half. Passing it around, bit of swagger, flicks, tricks. Probably was like that. Second half was probably completely different. They kind of made a changed the formation up, and they were pressing us sort of a lot more aggressively, like as groups. And they shut down people like Sissoko and people they know aren't as good technically on the ball. Winks, Sissoko, Doherty, sort of people like that. But I think we handled it really well. And training game or not, we had to win that game and win it well, and we did. Yeah,
that's brilliant. Hi, Buzz. Did it feel like a training game to you? Especially the second half when they come out, it took the foot off the gas, and that's how things can change. And they got a penalty just like that. That could have been a disaster, really. They could have gone on and scored another, which they nearly did, where it hit the crossbar. That could have been 3-2, and who knows what would have happened. So, did you feel like a training game to you?
As you said, we have to beat these guys to go to the final. So. If you look at the other results, you could see a lot of games that were won by 3 or 4 goals. So next round we are going to be against a difficult team. So we have to beat these teams in order to continue.
You're spot on there, Hyper. We have to beat teams like this comfortably, and I thought 4-1 going into the second leg. We can now. I believe we can play that Poi team again, and we can hopefully rest some of the best guns. Phineas hope he gets a run out then from the start next week. There's people like that who needs game time. And it just felt like a training ground game to me, especially second half. I said I only saw the second half. It just felt like we're just passing, but at 3-0, I think. We didn't really go for it in the second half, did we? And
no.
And I just think the opposition, they weren't great, were they? They weren't the best of teams. They are the 6th best Austrian team, so it just says it all really. But we only can beat what's in front of us, and we've got Bookie and Bad back in the house. How's it going, Bookie and Bad? Thank you for coming in. Absolutely a pleasure to have you back in, mate. Hey lads, was probably a bit too optimistic when I. With a 4-0 prediction, but still a decent performance with a few fringe players looking very bright, positive. We were just speaking about this, Bookie. Matt and Hyper just ran it off. It was a good performance. We went out there, professional performance. We got the job done, and it was good for the fringe players to get game time, and it was good for the likes of seeing Bale playing well, Ali playing well. So thanks, Bookie. Thank you for coming in, mate. Absolutely pleasure. So guys, so Matt or Harper, do you want answer any more question on Bookie's reaction there?
Yeah, I think it is. We have to be optimistic, and that is the problem. Maybe we are too negative, and we have to be optimistic.
Yeah, we have to, mate. And as you said, there was positivity tonight, and we won't go over the top. We won 4-1 against not a great side, was it? But hey ho. But Bookie, thank you very much for your coming in tonight, mate. Absolutely fantastic. So guys, if you're coming in tonight, guys, remember we are putting out the fans talk link after when we have the talk ourselves and things like that. So Matt, what did you think? Especially when I saw the starting lineup, I saw the likes of Hugo and Son start. I thought, really against this sort of team. What was your reaction when you saw that starting lineup? You saw like Hugo and you saw like Son.
Yeah, well, it was a bit of a shock, but I think Mourinho wanted to breathe some confidence back into Lloris. Maybe try and get him a clean sheet, get him a couple of saves to get him ready for Sunday. I thought Hugo had a pretty decent game, to be fair. That world class save from that header was unbelievable. The way he gets a big hand on that, onto the post or the bar. He's very good shot stopper, but in terms of most other things, I'd say pretty bang average. But I'm not going to get on him tonight. He had a good game, comfortable saves he made. He was pretty solid. He communicated well with the back four. Son, I think he just wanted to bring him on, maybe get him a goal, get the confidence up for West Ham, get him back onto that run, and I think he just wanted to finish the game in that first half and be able to play Dele and Bale most of it and maybe bring on a few youngsters. I thought it was a good strong lineup. I think Mourinho I'm glad he didn't take it lightly because you just never know with teams like this. It could be a banana skin. Good performance. A few players did really well. Gave players that don't play a lot minutes. So it's overall a really positive night. And just be happy, guys. It was a win.
Yeah, exactly. Spot on there, Matt. As Bookie Bag comes back and says, it gives our first team players a good push if we can get Dele, Bale and Lucas firing. Our problem is that our regular 11 don't have the competition as of late. Yeah, he's spot on there. Swaggers is back in the building. Hello,
Yeah,
Swaggers. We get the hello, and we got the hello again today. Thank you, Swags, for coming in. Bookie Bad says, welcome, Swaggers. Yeah. Hyper. Same to you about what I said to Matt there about what do you think of the starting lineup when you first saw it? Was you surprised to see Hugo and Son?
No, because Jose said that he was going to put the strongest lineup he can at that time. So yeah, I was not surprised. But the plan in these games is to kill the game in the first leg. So maybe in the second leg we can see players like Scarlett, Divine, Clark, and we can see these players start for the team, and I think it will be very good for the young players.
Yeah, spot on there, Hypes. As I said, I was a bit shocked. Guys, in the chat, was you shocked when you saw Hugo and Son in the starting lineup? Let us know, guys. To me, I was a bit shocked when I saw Hugo and Son starting. I thought, I said this team's not very great, and do we need the likes of Hugo? I mean, I would have played Joe Hart there, and would you have played risk Son putting a game like this against me. It could have been bad. He could have picked up an injury. But overall, I think what Matt said there, he just wanted to breathe a bit of confidence into the team. And I can see what Matt's saying there. Yeah, it's because the confidence has been really low late in it with the performances and some of the results. And the way I saw Finicius playing in the second half, because it wasn't very great from Finicius, really. So if he had started, would he have made the same impact in that first half? We don't know. So I can see where you're saying, Matt. I mean, just to bring a bit of experience in the team, just to breathe some confidence back into the team, like winning again today. Yeah. So, Matt, how do you? So overall, of the team performance and things like that, what do you thought of Dele Alli? Well, first we'll go with Dele Alli first. Booking bad says, I wasn't shocked just because Jose is a safety first manager. I was more shocked not to see Kane on the bench, but it worked, and we have to trust our squad. Otherwise, they're never improved to compete. Yeah, absolutely spot on there, Bookie. Yeah, I twice in comments there. So, guys in the comments, tell us how do you thought Dele and Bow played tonight. Matt, first we'll go with Dele. How do you thought Dele performed in that game today?
Oh, I thought he did fantastic tonight. It looked like he had the bit between his sort of teeth tonight. Even from the first minute, it was a bit of the aggressive Dele. He fouled the goalkeeper. He had that little bit of bite tonight. He did that beautiful nutmeg and nearly banged it in. You might not have seen that because it was first half, but he did the old Dele nutmeg, and then he just tried to beat the keeper, and it deflected, or the keeper might have saved it, and it nearly got to Bale, but he just couldn't get there. But the swagger was back tonight with Dele. There were flicks, there was, but he was tracking back as well. He was always, even if he went up the pitch, I could always see him coming into my picture as the first man of the front four, coming back, slotting into that position and getting stuck in. I thought he was really good tonight, and hopefully we can see more of that. And if he carries on playing like that, I think I think he'll be replacing Lamela in that team, in that number 10 position.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. Some good points there. Hyper, same what I asked Matt there, mate. What do you thought of Dele's performance tonight?
This is a player we want to see, and whoever is the best in that position is going to play. And no matter what Lamela has done in these matches or his form, and it is better for us to have two players in good form and two players hungry to play. So I think, this is based on who is better, and obviously if we have more competition in all our positions, it is better for the team. But very good today, Bamidele.
Yeah, as I said, Matt was saying there about the chance in the first. I didn't see the first half, but what I saw of the second half, I saw the whole of the second half, and he just looked back to himself. It did. It just looks like we're slowly but surely we're getting the Dele of old. As what Matt said, the swagger was good for about him tonight. He wanted to be on the ball. That was the difference in the second half. He wanted to be on the ball. He wanted the ball all the time. He was showing where in recent games he was just head down, just going through the motions, wait to that final whistle. He didn't want the ball, did he? But tonight, it was a different Dele tonight, and that's brilliant to see, guys. Because I'm hoping now we can just kick on now, and we can see the Dele and what's of the Dele evolved. So he was pushing for man of the match for me tonight, because I think he was fantastic for me, especially in that second half. As I said, that second half. Booking Bad says, I agree with Matt completely. He'll get back to his best again, maybe even better with work rate added to his game. Bookie said, I've just realised you're all wearing yellow. You're all really come on, yeah, we're all wearing yellow. Hey, that's the winning shirt tonight, guys. The winning shirt. So we all thought Delhi, yeah, slowly, surely, yeah, coming back to what we see. So, guys, in the chats, keep your chats coming, guys. What do you thought of Delhi? What do you thought of Bale? What do you think of our performance overall? Does his paper ever crack? Is the real test against West Ham? Just let us know in the chat, guys. And the next player, Matt, I'll go on to the same question about Delhi. Now about Bale. How do you thought Bale played tonight?
Yeah, really good. Well, I think I know he got about 64 minutes. I'm a bit gutted that he went off, but maybe that's the sign he'll be used against West Ham. He wants to use the squad and make sure everyone's fit. We did really well. We set up Son's first goal, got down the right hand side, beautiful ball in to Son. He just had to stick his head in it, and it was in. And there was a few skills in there where he just nutmegged a few people, tried roulettes. You could kind of see he had the confidence to take on their fullback, like he knew he had him sort of on toast, and we saw that with his goal. Did the Cruyff turn, made the defender look complete tit, and then smashed it into the other corner. Their goalkeeper's reaction was brilliant. He was just like, well, it was just world class from Bale at that moment. Form is temporary, class is permanent. That's what I will say. He's still got it in him.
Yeah. Do you know what, Matt? You just stole the words out of my mouth. Exactly what I was about to say to you as well.
Yeah. They even tracked that one as well. He was getting back, helping out Doherty. So the fitness is hopefully getting there, and he was running around a lot more tonight.
Yeah, absolutely spot on there, Matt. I don't know what happened there. What happened there, guys? Bit of a so, guys, I have put the link into the chat, guys. So for later, whoever wants to come in and have a little chat with us about the game for a couple of minutes, more than welcome, guys. Click on the link in the chat, guys. And some good points there, Matt. Absolutely spot on there, mate. Hyper, what do you thought of Gareth Bale tonight?
He looked at first he looked very rusty. He looked like he couldn't move well, but now you start to see a progression in his muscles and also in his movement. You can see a more natural movement from his body. So I think this is because he has more playing time. He's adapting again. He's training in a different way. He was training at Madrid. So I think we can only hope and we can only expect, and we should expect a better Gareth Bale in the next matches. Today for me was very good. And he is a special player, and he will always be a special player.
Yeah, absolutely spot on there, Hyper. So, guys, before we carry on, Premier Hotspur TV, we're on the road to 1K subscribers, guys. We're not there yet. We're still quite far away, but just want to get out there tonight, guys. We're on the road, guys. Let's get Premier Hotspur TV to 1K, maybe before end of season. That would be nice. So, guys, if every help counts, guys. Going back on Bale, guys. Yeah, I thought I said yet again first half. I saw the highlight stuff. Saw Bale's goal. That's the old Bale we're used to, guys, isn't it? What we saw against City, that little 5-second clip we saw when he's taking on 1 and 2 defenders and in on goal. And I keep saying it, guys. He hasn't got the legs no more to play out wide or give him a position where he's got to keep running up and down a wing and things like that. There's still a player in Gareth Bale. You need to you need to manage him properly. And I think we need to. What Josie's got to do, he's got to find a position for him, which it can either be up front or it could be just behind the striker. And literally just tell him there's going to be no tracking back in this. Literally, you just concentrate on attacking. When you get the ball, show exactly what you can make. And I tell you what, we know that's exactly that goal tonight, guys. Okay, it's not. against it wasn't a great team, but still he had to do it. Then guys, he still had to take that defender on, that little cut back, and he just flipping curled in, and that's the Gareth Bale we want to see. And to me, I just think, given time, I think Bale, he can be a dangerous player for us until the end of the season, especially in this competition, guys, isn't it? If we go far, seriously, we're going to need his experience in these sort of competitions, and the further we get on in this competition, experienced head like Bale, because he's played in the Champions League final and he's won. I mean, so he knows what to win these sort of trophies are like. So we've got Bucky and Bad. 1K is doable by the end of the season, and we'll try to get involved with the link, mate. Yeah, thanks for Bucky. Yeah. I said we'll try. I mean, we'll try our hardest, but we'll always be our happy selves coming on here, guys. It won't stop us not coming and do our stuff, guys, and bringing context and shows and watch-alongs for you guys. But if it comes, it comes. It'll be nice. But we'll carry on doing things like this, guys. So guys, the link is in the chat, guys. If you really did want, after when we've done our talk, want to come on and have a little chat with us before we sign off, you're more than welcome to do so, guys. So, guys, obviously you two probably can answer this better than me. Matt, will come to you first again.
Yes,
what
mate.
do you think of the second half performance to the first half?
I think it was just kind of a bit arrogant. Tottenham just sort of cruising through the game, passing it around the back. So, Sissoko's he's gone back to the back four to get the ball. You can't have a touch like that. No professional footballer can have a touch like that. It wasn't the hardest pass to track down. And then he's just completely, taken the other guy out. And yeah, it's a penalty, and that is frustrating. I'm sure it's frustrating for Hugo as much as the defence, because there was a clean sheet there tonight if you wanted it, and it could have been 4-0. But yeah, I would have liked. I think there were more goals in it for us tonight. Don't want to be too greedy though. I'll take 4 goals, and I don't really want to get too much on to Tottenham tonight. I've done it over the last few weeks, and I'm just happy with a good performance and a good victory. And I think we're near enough into the next round. So happy tonight, and we move on to Sunday, where hopefully this team can pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely spot on there, Matt. You answered that question well, mate. We've got Yusuf. Yusuf, thank you for joining the chat again, mate. Thank you very much. And he's saying it's hello later, Chate, but better late than never. Yeah. But just thanks for joining the chat, Yusuf. We know everyone's got busy lives. Well, I don't know if you've got to go work and things like that. Yeah, I mean, but if you can jump on for a couple of minutes, guys, and come in and say hello to us, it's brilliant. Yeah, we really do enjoy that, guys. Yusuf says late to the party, but Bale scored, so maybe Matt's prediction will be right to score versus West Ham. Haha. Yeah, I actually want the Bale to score the winner against West Ham, and it could be, guys. It could turn out to be a real good game against West Ham. And Bale, you never know. Bale can come on and just relive that magic goal he scored. And so, guys, we've got Yusuf on all wearing yellow. Even Matt, I thought the pink was the only one you had. Oh.
No, I've only got 2 kits here because I'm not actually living at my home at the moment, just with my mum and dad. So I've only got 2 Tottenham kits with me, so that's why.
So in Eternal 17, you did come in the chat and wanted to come on. If you want to come back into the chat in Eternal, and we'll get you on the show, guys. So if you want to come back in. I think he's gone out. So I think no one's there, is there? No one's there. So, Hyper, what do you thought of the second half performance to the first half? What changed? We scored 3 goals in that first half. It was cruising. Bowles got a goal. Lucas Moura got a good goal. Son was on the score sheet. Everything looked good. But come out the second half, a bit of same old Spurs and a bit foot off the gas, a bit clumsy. What do you thought? What do you thought of it?
Yeah, it is normal when you score 3 goals, especially against a team like this. As you mentioned, 6th place in the Austrian league. So it is natural for these players to drop the intensity, and I believe this can be an example for the future, because if we drop the intensity versus against the next level that we are going to play against in the next round, if we drop the intensity versus these teams, we can suffer at the end of the match. So I hope this will be an experience for the team, and they keep their intensity and score the 4th goal before they scored the first. So I think the only way we can gain more confidence is scoring more goals at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely spot on there, Hyper. So we have got Inner 17. He's come on the show to have his say. Evening, Inner.
Big guys.
How do you thought? What do you think of the performance in Inner? Was it a professional performance?
It was a very good performance. The first half, we were fantastic in the first half. We were very good in the first half. The goal, we scored goals, we were creating chances, we were passing the ball around very nicely, we were on the front foot all the time, we were getting the ball, we want the ball all the time when we get it. The first half, we were very good. We were very good. We were counter-attacking, we did very fantastic in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll ask you this question, and I'll go on to Matt and Hyper, see if they've got a question they want to ask you. So I'll ask you, what do you think of the performances of Dele Alli and Gareth Bale tonight in the tennis?
I think Gareth Bale was very good today. It was a very fantastic performance from Gareth Bale today. He was running, he was dribbling with the ball. It was very fantastic. His crossing was very good. He wanted the ball all the time, and he was very good today. He was creating chances. He was on the front foot doing counter-attacks all the time.
You still there, the tennis?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah. So Matt, we'll come to you first. Have you got a question for in the tennis, mate?
Who was our best defender tonight in the tennis, in your opinion?
Honestly, I think it was. I think Ben Davies was good today.
Right.
Davies, did you say?
Davies.
Davies. Okay, yeah, pretty good.
Hyper, have you got a question for Inter?
Yeah, hi, Ineturnish. What do you think of the performance of Gareth Bale tonight?
I think Gareth Bale was great today. He was showing some very glimpse of his old self. He got a good assist and a very good goal. His dribbling was fantastic. He was creating chances. His counter-attacking was very good today. He uses both feet very fantastic today. And I think that if he keeps up his performance, I think that he will start in games and get his confidence back. And it's looking fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant there. Brilliant there, Inter. So Inter, before we let you go, mate, give us your man in the match.
I have to give it to Bale.
Bale, yeah. I Okay, Internish, thank you for coming on. Thank you for taking your time out, coming on here and supporting the channel. We absolutely appreciate it. Thank you very much, Internish.
No problem. Come on, Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. We've got another guest coming on now, guys. Hyper's been asking for him, and here he is, Hyper.
Yeah.
Right, with the yellow gang.
Yeah.
Yellow Meadow Crew.
What a yellow arm,
Yellow-
isn't it? What a yellow arm. Hey! Hey! Do, 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 do.
Wait,
Yeah,
listen.
go on, Hyper.
Listen.
So, guys, before we crack on with Adam here, we've got a couple of comments. Got Jonesy. Thank you for coming to the chat, Jonesy. Good win. We just need to pick up points in the league now. Apart from Arsenal United, we've played a majority of the big six now, so some easier games coming up. Yes, we class them as easier. You are correct. Arsenal and United are probably and Everton as well. We'll go to Everton yet, but no games easy. Jonesy, though, we know what his Premier League can bring up. But yeah, thank you for the chat, Jonesy. Absolutely, thank you for coming in as well. Much appreciated. And Yusuf says hello, Hyper. A long time. Are you awake at 6 a.m. when Simon starts the stream at 12 p.m.? Haha.
Yeah. Come on.
So, guys, welcome another guest into the studio, guys. Outturn Beats, Adam's in the house. It's Wolfsberger 1's Tottenham 4. Adam, what do you think of that performance?
Overall, the first half I thought was really good, to be fair.
Yeah.
I was really impressed to see the Tottenham team who's been playing woeful with the deadwood that they've used tonight. And all. I'm not saying all of them are deadwood, but you know, lately it's been a bit of a. I don't want to mock Tottenham or because we've been laying into them like all week, so I'm just going to lay off them a bit. So tonight, first half, spot on. It was fantastic. Second half, I think we're in fifth gear first half, and I think the second half we went down to gear three, and just relaxed a little and pulled off the gas. But a performance like that tonight, if we can do that kind of performance Sunday in the Premier League, I'll be more than happy. Walk away with 3 points, to be fair.
Yeah, Matt Hyper, fire away at Adam.
Who's your man of the match tonight, Adam?
Man of the match?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Gareth Bale because I think he played spot on tonight. I was starting to see the old Gareth Bale, but I think the recent that great stop he made to stop that from whacking off the crossbar, he proved himself tonight. He had a lot of critics all week laying into him, but I think tonight that save, well, how quick was that? That was the old Lloris, that was quick, that was spot on. But I am going to go Gareth Bale tonight, yeah.
Nice.
Gareth Bale, brilliant, absolutely spot on there, mate. That's another Gareth Bale, guys, isn't it? We've had Internish. Did Internish say Gareth Bale for man of the match?
Well,
yeah. So it's two Gareth Bales. It'll be interesting to see what Matt and Hyper will come up in a minute from the questions asked. Hyper, take it away, mate.
Yeah. Hi, Adam. Happy to see you, mate. And what lineup do you think we should play the next match? Do you think we should play the young players?
Are you, Adam? Sorry, Hyper. Are you saying the next game against Wolfsberger at home?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I knew what you meant, mate. So basically, we're 4 up, which is nice, but we don't want to be too arrogant about it. We don't want to go there being like coming then back to us, because if they come back to us, then you know what I mean. They could easily turn the tables. So I say start the team off we did tonight.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just went to comment. So listen. So basically, what I say is I want to see that team start in the first half. Team we put out, start that team. I can see why Kane wasn't even in the squad tonight. We do need to rest the players for West Ham, But definitely, I wouldn't say, oh yeah, look, we're 4 up. Let's start some fringe players and things like. We can't go and be arrogant about it. We want to go somewhere in the Europa League. We got to be smart about it and still play the way we did tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, so Matt's asked, Matt, you got any more questions, mate, to fire at?
I think Sissoko was shocking tonight. What's your opinion on him?
Woeful.
Yeah.
If I wasn't sitting in my mum's living room using the TV, I think my foot would have went through the TV when he gave away that penalty.
Yeah.
Like, what was he thinking? Where was he at? You know, you're in your box. What? This is what I was trying to say the other day when we gave away a penalty. Don't make challenges like that in the box.
Yeah.
Because you know, even if it is a mistake and a come together, it's going to go down to a penalty these days. You can't even brush past a player. You know what I mean?
Even the touch, mate. Like, I think if me or you did it, it'd be understandable. But a professional footballer who's paid at least 50 grand a week. That's embarrassing.
No. He played woeful tonight, and so did Harry Winks for me. And to be fair, Lucas Moura wasn't even on his game tonight. So I wouldn't start next game. I wouldn't start Harry Winks and Lucas Moura.
No, I didn't think the one was great either. Actually,
nah,
them on, he looked pretty dreadful. Yeah,
but yeah, all in all, the performance was better.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't going to dictate Tottenham. I don't want to put them down. It was better.
Positivity tonight, lads. Come on.
That's it.
Yeah. Come on. So, guys, Paul's in the house, all the way from Florida again. Evening, Paul. Thanks for coming in, pal. He says, don't try and pull off that Brazil shirt as a Spurs one hyper.
Hey, got Lucas Moura on the back. It's all good.
yeah.
Vinicius.
Yusuf says hyper is too happy that he mistaked his yellow Tottenham kit as a Brazil one. Hyper is Brazilian, guys. Don't let him trick you. He's kissing the badge. Paul says, spot on, boys. Sissoko was terrible. Yeah, absolutely spot on there, Paul. We agree with you. Thanks, Yusuf, for coming to chat as well, guys. We do appreciate everyone coming to the chat. So what do you thought of the starting Hugo and Son? Was that about shocking when you saw that starting lineup when Son and Hugo was in there, or did you thought, as what Matt's pointed out earlier, just need a bit of experience, a bit of
definitely you need a bit of carry.
Yeah. Do you agree what Matt's? Do you agree what Matt said then?
Yeah. If to be fair, I didn't hear what Matt said earlier, but with a game like that, like your first leg of it, go in serious, man. Put a couple of experienced players out. Don't just sit on the sideline thinking, yeah, I'm going to put these boys out because we ain't heard of this team. You don't know who they are, what they're about, and what they can do in their league, let alone in our team. So we got to actually chase. That's all we got to do, no matter who we're coming against. Put out your best 11, keep it at best 11, and try and move forward in every game.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. That's what Matt said earlier. He said he started Hugo and Son maybe to breathe some confidence with the experienced heads in there. So we're on this bad run of form. We haven't picked up any major victories lately, have we? The form's been really poor. So yes, guys. So Matt, did we give you a prediction? Did we give your man of the match? Have you given your man of the match yet, mate?
No, I haven't. No.
Who's your man of the match, mate? Who do you think was your standout one?
I really like Bale tonight. It was nice to see him get a goal and assist, but it was really nice to see what I believe is the old Dele Alli coming back. He looked like he had his swagger back tonight. That nutmeg was absolutely beautiful earlier in that first half.
I've got to see that one.
Oh mate, it was filthy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Really. I just wanted it to go in as a goal. I thought it was in. No, he was good. He pressed well tonight. He got back into the midfield to help him out. And
do you know what? He had his arrogance about him, and that's what I like about him.
Yeah. that he had that hunger back for me, which is
Yeah,
what
definitely.
flicks were there. As soon as I saw the nutmeg, I was like, yeah, this guy wants it tonight.
And he was everywhere as well. First half, he was everywhere.
Yeah,
He
and if
wasn't
you
just
ask
standing
me,
at the halfway line. He was everywhere.
I think I'd potentially put him in for West Ham. I think he's better than Lamella. I think he releases the ball earlier. He got a better range of passing, and he makes those, and his movements. If you watch him, I watched him tonight, obviously, because like it was kind of a training match. So you concentrate on certain players. His movement is second to none. That ball over the top from Toby, and if he chests that down, and but that'll come with time. He's his second game back, so he'll be getting his fitness back, and he's my man of the match tonight. He was really good tonight. So was the whole team, to be honest. Well, they were pretty, apart from Sissoko and Winks, like you say. I even think Doherty had not a bad game tonight. He was getting up and down pretty well.
So you're going with Bow then, Matt?
No, I'm going with Delhi.
Oh, Delhi. Sorry, Delhi.
Yeah, Delhi. Yeah.
So we've got two Bows, one Delhi. Hyper. You're the man of the match. So guys, before Hyper, wait, mate. Before Hyper gives these guys in the chat, give us your man of the match. Who stood out in that game tonight, guys? Let's those in the comments. Go on, Hyper, mate.
Yeah, I will go with Gareth.
Gareth Bale, yeah. Why is that, Hyper?
I think he showed he's progressing, and we can only hope he gets better with every match.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Because I only saw the second half. I only saw a glimpse of the first half. But what I saw in the second half, I'm gonna give it to Delhi, because I think don't get me wrong, Bale's goal, he took his well, but I just think Delhi. This is the Delhi what we normally see a couple of years ago, and tonight, as we was talking about earlier, guys, in it, he wanted the ball tonight. He looked lively. He looked hungry. He actually wanted to be out there and playing for his team again. And it's so important to have someone like Delhi. Just imagine like having a fire up Delhi Alley and a better Gareth Bale going into these last fixtures in this Premier League. It could be vital for us, guys. It really could. And especially in this tournament here, if we want to go far, we're going to need players like Delhi and Bale to perform. And so I was so happy to see Delhi out there. As the word what Matt used earlier, swagger. He had his swagger about him tonight. When he didn't give up for the ball, did he? There was a moment in the second half where he got the ball, he lost it, but he tried and get the ball back. Where in previous games he was just like said, you know what, sod it, I can't be arsed about this. And but Gareth Bale as well. I was pleased to that goal was real. Oh, that was tasty. I'm telling you, really good. And he had a couple of good moments in the second half. Gareth Bale was another one. He did try and track back. And look, that's not his best thing to do, is it, tracking back. But going forwards, I think he had good glimpses again in the second half. And I thought, I think overall, them two was the two standout ones for me in the second half. And I'm going to go with Delhi, definitely. Delhi just shades it for me. So guys, we'll go on to player ratings. We might as well get the player ratings out of the way, guys, on this show. We'll go Hugo Lloris. Matt, what do we give him?
He was solid tonight. I felt a bit sorry for him. He would have got his clean sheet if it wasn't for a clumsy Musa Sissoko. And you could see he was angry even when Sissoko was going off. He had a word with him. There was the cat, and he had a go at him. He made a world-class stop tonight. Kept out most of the, all the shots. I'll give him an 8.
Oh, you must be reading this guy's here, mate. He just said an 8.
I haven't read that, probably.
Two minds think alike, Matt.
But he's spot on, though.
Yusuf says, let's get 1K subs. Does Adam have a channel? Yes, he does. Outturn Beats on YouTube. he produces beats and music, so get over there and subscribe to Adam. And Downturn Beats as well. Get over to that one as well, guys. So Amod K says 8, and he says, yeah, two minds think alike, guys. So Adam, do you agree with Matt? Hugo and 8?
Most definitely. If it wasn't for that Sissoko messing up, I was going to actually call out an 8 as well, because he was like, even I know it's like some of the shots were so easy to do, but Lloris's handwork the last 3 weeks has been quite shocking. So you got none of his points even when the ball was in the box. Is he going to handle it? Is he going to catch it? Is he going to punch it away? But tonight he stepped up and he proved it that, you know, he took it really to mind of what's been said and what's going on in the last 2-3 weeks. And he stepped up tonight and he's shown his worth and standing in front of the post for us. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm going with an 8.
Guys, we've got another guy who wants to join the chat. We got Dan. How's it going, pal?
You right, mate?
How's it going?
Yeah, good, thank you.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm from Buki and Bad, in case you're wondering. I was the one commenting before.
Yeah, nice one, pal. Thank you for coming in, pal. Thank you very much for joining the chat. You're always on here, mate. We actually appreciate it, pal.
No problem.
So I'll kick off with the first question, mate. What do you think of the performance tonight, mate?
So in terms of the actual game, because I live with my granddad, so I was preparing dinner at the time, but I managed to catch a few glimpses from like the first and second half. I thought, from what I could see, first of all, like the lineup was pretty positive. It was good to see Bale and Dele included, and from what I could see as well, they gave some really good performances. I was, from what I could see with Doherty as well, I know he slid in Bale quite a few times, and I've been like a big sort of, I wouldn't say a Doherty hater, but I've been very critical of his performances. So I thought like that was pretty promising. I saw that woeful mistake from Sissoko, and that did not surprise me at all. But overall, I thought it was a pretty solid win. Don't get me wrong, we do tend to like let off when the score is kind of on our side. That's something that Mourinho does need to fix. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good display to take us into the second leg with.
Yeah, absolutely spot on there, Dan. We'll go to you, Matt, first. Fire a question away at Dan, mate.
Yes, mate. You all right?
You right, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. Who's your man of the match tonight, then? We've all sort of had our says. Just want to know yours.
Well, Bale got an assist and he got a goal. So I'd say just on that stat alone, I'd go with Bale. If it wasn't Bale, then I'd probably give Dele Alli a shout, just because I thought that he held on to the ball pretty well. I saw him make a few smart. We almost scored a goal in the second half when Bale put it on target, and I thought there was a brilliant passage of play there when I think Dele flicked him in or something.
Yeah.
And you know, like Dele Alli and his flicks, I know they do hiding sometimes, but it actually could have worked at that point. So yeah.
Nice, mate.
So who are you going to go with? Sorry, was it Dele?
I'm going to go with Bale. Bale.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Piper, have you got a question for Dan?
Yeah, hey Dan, thank you for being here. And what is your opinion on Lucas Moura?
I thought he scored a cracker in the first half. Lucas Moura, I think ever since that famous semi-final, I think that he has kind of... it's hard with Lucas Moura because I do really want to like him. Like, I think what kind of got him away from fans' criticism probably last season was the fact that his work rate was just amazing. But I noticed this past season that it started to drop off quite a bit. So as he isn't really getting that many assists or goals, I think at that point in his career, his work rate helped him out quite a lot on the pitch. But as soon as that started to go downhill, I just felt like he hasn't been great. But in this match, he looked pretty bright, and I just hope that he can make it a bit more consistent in other games.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic, Dan. Before we carry on with Adam, you've got Yusuf in the chat. He goes, Sissoko needs on Ndombele to be good, I guess. Eunice says, solid win. Eunice, thank you for coming to the chat, mate. Absolutely. You're always in the chat, supporting this channel. Absolutely fantastic, mate. Solid win. We should not get carried away. This does not change my view. Still, Josie out. And there you go. We said this will only paper over cracks, guys. What's happening at the club in a minute? The bigger test will come against West Ham at the weekend. Yusuf says, what up, Dan? Just making the stream better. Yeah, Dan's in it. He just wants to have his say. Adam, fire a question to Dan.
You're right, Dan, mate.
Right, mate.
What do you think of Dele Alli, and do you think he should be looked at for West Ham on the weekend?
I'm trying to think because obviously Højbjerg's an obvious starter, so it's Ndombele. So he'll make that third man in midfield, I guess, won't he? So is that him competing with Sissoko, do you reckon?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd definitely put Dele Alli in there over Sissoko. At the end of the day, if you look at it logically, Sissoko is like 31 years old now. Dele Alli is 24 now, I think.
Yeah.
And the problem with Dele Alli, in my point of view, is the fact that I think he overachieved when he began his career at Tottenham, and now like fans' expectations are just through the roof for him. And I feel like with Mourinho coming in, it's a good thing because Mourinho loves players that run through brick walls for him. And if he can get Dele Alli doing that, like he kind of showed in this game, then I reckon he'll be 10 times better than what he was before. So I think if he can get a consistent run of games for Spurs, then I think him next to Ndombele would be an unbelievable midfield for us. And to say that we've got Lo Celso coming back as well, like we could have a great team next season. It's just kind of like, just bedding them in, and because Winks isn't going to really compete for that midfield role. I think his time's done, and I do like Harry Winks, but if you look at it, he isn't going to get. He's not a top 4 player like Dele Alli can be again. So, from my point of view, I reckon Dele Alli should definitely start.
Yeah, absolutely,
Sweet.
Dan.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, very good answer,
Yeah,
Dan.
Cheers, mate.
So, guys, in the chat, guys, there's a few of you still in the chat, guys. If you want to be someone like Dan, who's come on to have a little word with us about the game, how the game went, and things like that, just the link's in there, guys. Hit the link. Come and have a little word, guys. We do not bite. We are a friendly bunch here, guys. Matt, have you got anything to finish with it, mate?
What on Dan's opinions or another question?
Yeah, on Dan's opinion.
Sorry, Adam, would you start?
No.
Against West Ham.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
definitely.
So Matt, have you got any more questions to ask Dan?
No, I think he sort of nailed it, really spot on. I think I'm in agreement with him. I think I'd put Dele Alli in, like I've already said, against West Ham. Get Eric Lamela out, maybe whack him in, or like you say, you take someone like. I mean, over Sissoko, it's not even a competition at the moment. He's dreadful at the moment. Work rates pretty shocking. His touch is dreadful. When against a team like West Ham, we can't afford that. They'll be right at us from the start. So. Yeah, I mean, a confident and like I say, Dele Alli can change our team and he can get goals. So, massive point what Dan said, and really good knowledge. So well done.
Dan, thanks for that, Matt. Thanks for that hyper arch question, Dan. Just to finish off, mate. Very good knowledge, mate. Absolutely spot on there.
Cheers for having me on.
We know this only paper over cracks. This performance tonight, we're not getting hyped. We know we've got to stay grounded on this. The bigger test will come against West Ham. Are you a Jose out or a Jose in?
I'm not a Jose out just because, like you've said yourself, I know the problem's much bigger than Jose. And if we was to get another manager, I think we've spoke about it before. If we bring in another manager, it's just going to be the same cycle again. It goes from recruitment to the board, and I think everyone plays their own little part. But Jose isn't the biggest problem at this club at this moment in time, I reckon.
Right, Dan, Bookie and Bad, thank you for coming on, mate. Absolutely a pleasure. We'll love you to come back on, mate. Anytime, just link me up if you want to come on the channel on one of our watch-alongs. You'll be much appreciated to come on, mate. So Dan, thanks for coming on, pal.
Cheers, mate. Thanks,
mate.
Mate, stay safe.
Thank you.
God bless, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, so guys in the chat, yeah. So guys, are you said to go out, ads? Right,
yeah,
ads, thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. Thanks for jumping on, pal. Absolutely a pleasure. Catch you soon, pal.
Take
so
care.
Guys in the chat, whoever's in the chat, you saw Dan, he come on, he had his say. He's very knowledgeable. Dan, that was a good one from Dan.
Yeah, good call,
you can have
mate.
your chance, guys. Hit the link up, guys, before we wrap this up, guys. You can have your say. Come in and ask me and Matt and Hyper any questions about the game. How the game went on, guys. We have got some couple of questions here. We've got Eunice. He says Dele and Bale should start, no doubt. Would you guys have Dele or Eric Lamela start in the Premier League? You guys feasted the team like a burger. People need to be more positive with Jose. We are still competing for top 4 and in the final in his full season. Yes, Jonesy. Yes, I totally agree with you. We are in the final. We're not on here. We're not Jose out in a minute, mate. We just wanted to always ask fans the question: are you a Jose? And it's interesting to see other fans' opinion on that situation. See you, Hyper. Are you going? Yeah, no, he's not. Eunice says, how can someone tell me I should be positive with Jose when he's literally caused trouble at every club he's been at? But he means Adam. And Eunice says the man has only won trophies because he's been inherited winning teams at Chelsea, Inter, and Real Madrid. Go on, Hyper. I can see you're laughing away there. You are the Jose fan, the Jose follower. You just answered that question. You just answered quickly.
Sorry. I won't take a lot of time. The Irish Hotspur said in the football terrace after he was in the football terrace. David, you know him. After David said, he came to a conclusion, and I share this conclusion. A lot of fans were Jose out before he even put a feet inside the training ground. So I understand a lot of fans hate him because he was very successful with Chelsea. But as David came to that conclusion, and I repeat, I agree with him. A lot of fans want him out since day one. So anything Jose does, anything positive he does, they are not going to recognize it. So I think that is that fight is very tiring, and it's tiring to fight against fans like this because everything Jose does is wrong with them. So there is no case in fighting these kind of fans.
Yeah, absolutely spot on there, Hyper. Jones say he took over a Chelsea team in 2004 that hadn't won the league in about 50 years. Bookie says, cheers for having me on, lads. Brilliant channel. Guys, thank you, Bookie. Seriously, mate, absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you on. Areas, CFC Gems in the house again, giving us support. Was it with the Yellow Boys? It's the colour. Come on. It's the colour we're playing with. It's a quite lucky colour at the minute. So yeah. And Eunice says, yeah, I never ever wanted Jose in. you can say, and the same about Pep. You says Eunice. So if you gave him time like Poch, when then he might get your team good. You had Poch for several years and won no trophies. If I'm not mistaken, and Jose is already in the final. Yeah, you can even say that one as well there, Yusuf. CFC Gem says, I see Spurs bound their standards today. This guy that Jerry loves stirring it. He fucking loves stirring it. This
Let us enjoy our win, Gem. Come on.
Yeah, as I said, Gem, we're not getting carried away. Only paper over cracks at the minute. What's going on in this club? But a win's a win. We only could beat what's in front of you. We know they were a poor side. They weren't that great, were they? But we was happy with a couple of forms there tonight, like Denny's and Bales. But Jem, thank you for coming on, mate. Absolute a pleasure. Seriously, you always support this channel coming on for a couple of minutes, mate, showing you. Brilliant, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Eunice says, Yusuf, you're mad if you think he's remotely close to Poch. Poch has already won a trophy with PSG, which he's inherited a great team, yeah, at PSG. That's probably what they're...
And they're already in the final before he got there.
Yeah,
so.
And has transformed his team into a better manager. Yeah, and as Matt said, Eunice, we love different opinions. That's what we like on this channel. It's brilliant. Everyone's got their own opinions. It's brilliant. That's what I like. And that's what Matt said there, Eunice. When Poch went, he already was in the final. So Poch didn't really get into the final today. It was a one-off game for Poch. And Jones said, I think most Spurs fans want consistency and a trophy. We had consistency with with Poch and no trophies. Poch walked into PSG 11 days before a final. There you go. That's what we're saying. And he's got Neymar and Mbappe. Yeah. That's not even great team at PSG, mate.
I disagree.
Would you say overall? Would you say that's great? That's a better team overall than Tottenham's?
What, PSG's?
They
got a better defence than ours. Easy. Kimpembe, Marquinhos, two better fullbacks, I'd say. Maybe not. Reguilon's probably better fullback than Kazawa, or whatever his name is. But I like Florenzi on the right. They got a solid midfield. They got Idrissa Guy, who's much better than Sissoko and Winks. They got who else have they got? Verratti, who's better than Sissoko and Winks. And then they've got likes of Di Maria, who's better than Mora, better than Bergwijn.
Got Morris King.
Yeah, and then they got players like Draxler who can come on the bench. They've got Mbappe, who's you know, Mbappe's insane. Like he's just and they got Neymar. So to say they do have a better team than us. One, they're in the Champions League. You know, they've got a lot more money, so it does help. But at the moment, they're a better team than us, definitely.
Yeah, brilliant there. And Jonesy says that trophy was the equivalent of the French Charity Shield. Yeah, Jonesy, he loves it, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. I love it. Neymar and Mbappe are the only world-class players in there. No. Everyone else is par.
No.
The French league is awful. They beat Marseille in the final, who are in mid-table. There you go.
Well, they've just absolutely battered Barcelona 4-1. I know it's a different Barcelona team, but it's still Barcelona in Barcelona. I do think they have more than two world-class players. I'd take one or two of their centre-backs, definitely, from what I could saw the other night, the way they're coached, the way they defend really well. I like PSG. They're going to be a good side. Could be a little, they could be a favourite for the Champions League. It's all they need to win, really. Yeah,
absolutely. So before we got cut off from Dan, we're doing the player ratings quickly. Let's fire through this quickly before we sign off, guys. So Matt, you said Lloris. Did you say an 8?
Yeah, I said an 8. Yeah.
Hyper, did you agree with Matt with an 8 there, mate, with Hugo?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So right back, Doherty. Hyper, you can get this one.
Yeah, actually, I thought he was going to be bad or do something silly, but at the end he was good, and I think he played a solid game. I will give him a 7.
A 7. Matt, do you agree with Hyper with a 7, or do you give him lower or higher?
Yeah, he must have read my mind because I was thinking 7 as well. He slid the ball into Bale to create the goal for Son. He got up and down well, defended well. Yeah, decent game tonight, Matt Doherty. Well done.
Yeah. There you go, guys. Matt, you can have Eric Dyer.
Eric Dyer. Didn't really do much wrong, to be honest, tonight. Didn't have any. Didn't thought he defended quite well actually. We would have got a clean sheet if it wasn't for a dumb penalty. So I'll give him a 7. I think he was good tonight.
A 7. Do you agree with Matt Hyper? Dyer, Matt's gave him 7.
I thought of giving him a 6, but he did nothing wrong. So also I cannot give him an 8 because Wolfsberger was not a dangerous team, and they did not test him a lot. So yeah, I agree. 7 is the right. Or in my opinion, I will give him a 7.
Right. Before we get on to any others, we've got Jones here. Forgot about Mourinho for 1 minute. Forget about Mourinho for 1 minute. If Poch was 6 points off fourth with a game in hand, and in the final, would we complain? That's true. That's a good. That is quite a good. That is quite a good question from Josie. Were we complaining? Yeah, we knew exactly what you're on about there, Josie, mate. Booking Bad says, is there another manager other than Mourinho you would choose to go into the League Cup final with? For me, it's Mourinho all day long. Yeah, as I said in finals, Dan is the man, and he loves the final. And as I said, it's a one-off game in the final. You don't know what's going to happen. And Jose, yeah, if you want someone in the final to manage your team, yeah, Jose is probably one of the best around. If PSG is a winning team, then why did they sack Tuchel? I think Tuchel was out to me. The thing over his head at Chelsea is a bit debatable at the minute. To me personally, I don't think he's that good of a coach. Me, Tom and Tuchel. So the question marks is still on him at Chelsea. I just think he got sacked because he just wasn't good enough to take PSG forward. Me personally.
I think every manager loses their touch eventually, So they'll just exactly. And it's football these days. You just get the sack. That's the way it is.
Yeah. Eunice says, "Now you're going to tell me Tuchel is a bad manager." I don't really rate Tuchel at all. Really.
I'd say he's average. He's in the average category, isn't he?
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's up there with the like the Mourinhos and the Fergies and the Wengers of the world and things like that. No, he's not up there. Nothing. Not even Pochettino. Like Pochettino, because he hasn't won no trophies, has he? So he's not even up there in that sort of category. You know what I mean? It's all about winning trophies and win big trophies as a top manager. Tuchel, no, you can say what he done at Dortmund. Did he really do anything at Dortmund? Because I can't really remember. Did he bring a title? Did he or before?
It was under Klopp. I thought they won a title. I think.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. Yeah, he played good football there, but yeah, I don't know if he won anything, to be honest. There.
And he says Tuchel win them trophies and got to the Champions League final. They sack him because he's a terrible he's a troublemaker. Well, that could be true. Yeah, he could. That's what I'm saying. Things like that happen behind the scenes. He had issues with Neymar. Was sacked by Dortmund. And
another sacking. So.
And that's brighten up our night. Is it
the Tongan? Super Yan, go on, lad.
It's a penalty. 1-0 to the Benfica. Jones say he fell out with Dortmund and PSG board. And Jose had troubles with Ramos at Madrid and was sacked. Had troubles with United and Pogba, and he was sacked. Yeah, we can go around the block, but look at his trophies he's won, Eunice, and that's the thing we'll keep going back to, mate. Every manager will have problems with certain players. Every team they go to.
I think Jose got voted manager of the century. I think there was like an award thing. I read about it.
I think everywhere Jose goes now, guys, isn't it? He's going to be labelled like as a troublemaker. Doesn't matter where he goes. From the word go, he's going to be, because what's happened at other clubs and things like that. But Eunice, thank you for your opinions, mate. It's brilliant. I like hearing other people's opinions. It's brilliant, absolutely. So where was we, guys, before we celebrated the Benfica goal?
We were player rating, so we're on Alderweireld.
Right, Alderweireld, Hyper.
I like Dyer. I think he didn't do much, but and I think I have to give him a 7 again.
7, right? Matt, do you agree with Hyper? Alderweireld, a 7.
Yeah, near enough. I thought Toby was really good with his distribution tonight. Those long balls, especially at that first half, he was really getting us in behind.
Oh, you're teasing now this first half. I've missed the first half. I've got the crap half, mate.
Can you miss the first half more? Maybe we'll score goals. I don't know.
They cancel it out, guys.
But I do think he was slightly better tonight than Dyer, just because of his long ball distribution. But yeah, I'll go with Hyper. We'll go 7. Let's go 7s.
7s, yeah. It's 1-1 now, guys. Saka just equalised for Arsenal.
Oh, bloody Saka.
So, guys, we've got some comments here. Got Jose says Jose won a league with Madrid and lost 3 semi-finals, 2 on penalties in the Champions League, and also shout out Tarab playing for Benfica. Is that
boy?
Ex-Spurs boy? Yeah, Tarab was a brilliant.
Yeah,
he was good. It was good, skillful. So everyone in the chat, thank you for hanging there with us tonight, mate. Absolutely fantastic, each and every one of you, for supporting us and the channel. We do appreciate it. So it's been cancelled out, guys.
What?
Arsenal goal's been cancelled out. It's been cancelled out. I know it's not, guys. Is it been?
Why?
What's he done here? Well, what's he? It's been taken off the ball. The referees. I think the referee's given it.
What?
Yeah, the referee's given it. Guys, it's got to be off. It's got to be off, is it? It could be offside, guys. But I'm watching it here.
I thought the game was cancelled.
Yeah,
I thought the game was cancelled.
He's given the goal, guys. And Eunice says Jose hasn't won a knockout match in the Champions League since 2013, 2014. Jones says everyone gets sacked at Madrid, to be honest. Yeah, absolutely. They don't like managers there, do they, really? And now Toby says 1-1. Yeah, we've seen that, mate. Thank you very much, Ads. Davis, Matt, you had Davis in it. We'll give him Davis.
Yeah, I thought he was pretty good tonight. I think a solid 7 again. I mean, if you're going to give it Dyer a 7 and Toby, I'd say 7 for Davies. He got on the ball pretty well. He tried to join in on the attack. Yeah, Ben Davies 7. Pretty solid, to be honest.
Right, everyone's having 7s. There we go. Across the back line, 7s. Hyper, do you agree with Matt? Davis, was he solid enough to get the 7?
Yeah, I think, but he was from all the defenders, he was, I think, the weakest one and the weakest link today, in my opinion. And really, he was not tested a lot from that right side of the Wolfsberger players. And I think I will give him a 6.
A 6, right? So I'll jump in there. what I saw off of Ben Davies in the second half, I think he was all right. Didn't do nothing wrong really. Sometimes he is consistent, isn't it? Ben Davies. But if we're gonna go, what I'll do, guys, if we're gonna go cross board and the other 3-7, we'll give Ben Davies a 7 because it wasn't really the back four problem for the goal, was it? It was Sissoko's fault for the goal. So yeah. And Jonesy says, would you start Davis on Sunday?
Not if Reguilon's fit, no.
No.
There you go, Jonesy. That's from the panel. It's a big fat no. Yes, I'll probably agree with you. If Reguilon's fit and firing, yeah, we play Reguilon. So guys, get involved with us doing these player ratings, guys. Sissoko next, Hyper.
Oh, that was shocking, and also this mistake can happen against any team. So I started to worry every time I see Sissoko on the lineup. But at the beginning of the season, I was very happy every time I saw his name. But now every time I see his name, I think he is going to make a mistake, and he did it today and tonight, and it can happen against any team. Very bad, and just for that mistake, and also he was bad through the game, and I think I will give him a 3.
A 3. Matt, do you agree with Hyper with a 3?
Yeah, I think a 3 is fair enough. Poor touch, pretty poor on the ball, poor at passing, didn't have a good end product. Yeah, 3 is fair. Yeah,
I totally agree with that as well, guys. What I saw in the second half, gave away the penalty, needless penalty as well. So it was poor there, guys. Yeah, so we'll give him a 3. David says, would you play Tanganga at left back?
No, I played right back.
He played there last season. Here we go. So guys, so Josie, Matt says playing right back.
Yeah, Tanganga right back and Reguilon left back. That's what I'd do.
There we go. Alto beats it. Ad says for giving away the pen, I'm going 4. The boys give him 3. We'll go with a 3. Harry Winks, Matt.
I don't think he was as bad as Sissoko. There was times where he was moving the ball forward if he could, rather than going sideways or backwards all the time. There was a chance where he had a shot and that was on target. And for some reason I shouted out Winks really loudly like it was going to fly in the back of the net. Not to be. But I'll give him a 4.
A 4. Before we get into Hyper with Winks' rating, guys, whoever's in the chat, guys, if you did join our predictions last Thursday and you threw in your predictions into us, it's your chance now before 7 p.m. tomorrow night to go over to our channel, go on to the Unbiased show we did today, go into the comment section and leave your predictions from tomorrow 8 p.m. It's Wolves versus Leeds all the way up to Monday, where it's Brighton and Palace, guys. So get your predictions in, guys. Whoever did it last week, head over to the channel, guys, and get your predictions in before 7 p.m. tomorrow night, guys. Hyper, what do you give Harry Winks?
He was not very bad. Also, he was not the best. And I think with that Sissoko mistake and how bad he played, if Wolfsberger put pressure on Winks or try to bully him or try to push him, I think it will demand a lot from Winks. But today he was not. The Wolfsberger players did not demand a lot from him. And I think he had a regular game, and I think I will give him a 5.
A 5. So Adam put 4. Matt said 4. So Sissoko got a 3. Yeah. Harry Winks wasn't much better, was he? What I saw in the second half, he didn't really produce much. So we're going to give him a 3. Yeah, we might as well give him a 4 because he weren't that much good. He wasn't much better than Sissoko in the second half, really. Who went first on that one, guys? Sorry, on Winks, it was you, Matt, innit? Yeah, Hyper. Hyper, you can have Gareth Bale.
Very good today. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, we can see a progress in his body, and at first I look at him and he moved like this kind of robot. You know the dance that Peter Crouch does. He moved like that, and he seemed like this movement like a transformer. Like he was very rigid, and he wasn't very like free. And now we can see a different kind of movement in his body, and I can only hope this gets better, and hopefully we can see him running at top speed, doing those plays. He knows how to do dribbling players, shooting from distance, taking free kicks, also bicycle kicks. And I want to dream, and I know every fan wants to dream with Gareth, and hopefully he can fulfill the expectations.
Right. We're going to give him a Hyper.
I will give him an 8.
Right, an 8. Matt, do you agree with Hyper? Bale an 8.
Yeah, he played well tonight. Got a goal and assist. Yeah, 8. Well done, Gareth Bale.
Yeah, I agree with that. Gareth Bale was great tonight. What I saw of his goal as well in his second half, I think he should have really stayed on for the whole game. Really, I think it would have done him well or good. Bookie says Crouchy, he's laughing. Adam says Bale 8 again. Matt, we're coming to Dele Alli.
Yeah, he was my man of the match tonight. I thought he was really good. Stayed on the pitch a bit longer than Bale. Kind of knitted everything together, pressed well, got the ball back pretty well. A few nutmegs in there, a few things that we're used to Dele Alli doing. The old Alli just needed a goal tonight. Go on, I'll give him a 9. Go on, the Del boy. Come on.
The old 9. Hyper, do you agree with Matt with Dele a 9?
I think he was good. We can see a different attitude from him. He was running, he was fighting. We can see also he was tracking back. He was good with the ball, and that nutmeg was very good. And he almost nutmegged the goalkeeper also for that goal. That would have been incredible. Very good goal. But overall, yeah, I hope he can continue like this. And not I wouldn't play him instead of Lamela just yet. But if he keeps doing this, he has to play ahead of him. But at the moment, no, I will give him an 8.
Right, an 8. Adam's got a 9, and my man of the match was Dele. So yeah, I'll go with 9. I will give him a 10 really, because I think it was a real good performance, especially the second half. I saw the second half; he just wanted everything.
I think I would have given him 10 if he got his goal. That would have rounded it off.
Yeah. So we'll go with a 9 then. So with Ali, Lucas Hyper.
The dribble, in my opinion, that dribble was very good, but we have to look at what defenders he's dribbling, because these defenders are not the same defenders as West Ham or Everton or other teams. So he was good, like also the rest of the team in the first half. I love the goal he scored, but we also have to remember he is Lucas Moura, and as like Dan mentioned, I think sometimes the only positive things in a match for Lucas Moura is his work rate. Today was not the case. He scored a good goal, but I will put him a 7 because Wolfsberger was not a very difficult opponent.
Right, nice one, Hyper. Thank you very much, pal. Matt, do you agree with Hyper giving Lucas Moura a 7?
Yeah, he was pretty good tonight. Would have been lower if he didn't get his goal. Great goal. Just frustrates me. I think he can do more of that, and I think he could get us some Premier League defences and unlock that door for us. He just needs to work on his end product and a bit more finishing. He needs a Premier League goal soon as well, because he still hasn't scored one this season. I don't think so. But yeah, he's smashing him in the Europa League, so you never know. He could end up one of our top scorers and help us win the cup. So yeah. Well done, Moura. 7.
Yep. Yusuf says, big up, still live. Maybe call Teddy for a reaction. No, he's in bed now. Sorry, Yusuf. Lucas 5. Adam said 5. He would have given him 5. And the last but not least, the Korean king, Heung-min Son, Matty.
Yeah, hard on with Son tonight because he only had obviously the first half. He got the job done. I suppose if you give Moura a 7, you got I'll give Son a 7. He scored the goal, which helps us, got us the first goal, which helps us go on from there. But yeah, well done, Sonny. Hope you get on the score sheet on Sunday as well.
Well, there you go. A 7 from Heung-min Son, only having one half. Hyper, do you agree with Matt? Heung-min Son, a 7?
Yeah, I think he deserves a 7. He was good and he got the job done in the first half.
So I'm trying to look at our substitution. So yeah, so we give a 7 for Heung-min Son. So we had Carlos Felicias. Literally quickly go through these guys. Just give us a rating, guys. Felicias, Matt.
I'll give him a 6. He's got a goal. I don't think he'll be here next season. I just don't. Yeah, his movement's not fantastic. He's more of a box-to-box player, like Glenn Hoddle said. I think we need someone better. But yeah, fair play to him tonight for getting a goal. I'll give him a 6.
Hyper, quickly, give us a rating for Felicias.
Yeah, I think he's very good in this competition, and I will give Vinicius a 7.
A 7. Next one was Stevie B. Matt, who are we gonna give him? What are we gonna give Stevie B?
Probably a 5. Don't really know what he offers. He hasn't scored a goal all season. He can't. He doesn't even attack the fullbacks against this team. It just baffles me. He's got all that pace, but doesn't really do much with it. I think he's someone I'd be looking to get rid of in the summer. I think he was a waste of money.
Right. Hyper, Stevie B.
Yeah, he offers nothing. So yeah, a 4.
A 4. There you go. We'll come to Eric Lamela. Matt.
Standard Eric Lamela, run around quite a bit, done a few ball rolls, poor pass on the release. I'll give him a 5.
A 5. Matt gives him a 5. Hyper, Eric Lamela.
Yeah, he did not offer a lot, and he did not. He tried, but he did not offer anything more than we had. So yeah, I will agree. I will give him a 5.
Right. Okay. The general, Pierre. Matt.
Yeah, the Viking, the general. Yeah, solid. Came on, did his job. He didn't get long. I'll probably give him 6.
6 for the general. Hyper.
Yeah, the general, the Viking, the soldier, the rock, however you want to call this guy is amazing. I love him, and I think, yeah, I will give him a 7. The tank,
And
or whatever.
the last but not least, Matt, Tungi on Don Baller. What we're giving him?
Yeah, he was good. Did that lovely bit of skill, returned their defence inside out, and then got shoved off the ball, and the referee basically said he dived. Which but yeah, again, what did they get? 10 minutes? I can't really give
Yeah,
Højbjerg
30 minutes.
for like 10 minutes, so that's why I gave Højbjerg a 6. I'll give Ndombele a 6 as well. Ndombele, what a player! But yeah, 6 ain't bad for 10 minutes.
Because some of these bullet, Matt. Hyper, do you agree?
Yeah, no, I think I don't have a grade for him because he had some little time on the pitch.
So what do you say, Hyper? Would you give him?
Not a, I will give him no qualification because I cannot judge him because he spent like 10 minutes on the pitch.
Right, not a problem. Yusuf says, "How's the view out there, Hyper?"
Very good.
Booking bad say felt a bit sorry for Vinny today. He took his chance in the end. Defo needs work more off the ball. Yeah, absolutely. We've been speaking about this. He needs to learn off Kane what he's doing this season.
Make the run.
Booking bad say Stevie B plays like a B-Tech Lennon. Yeah, Lennon's a better player than me, really.
Yeah, I'd say Lennon's a better player, yeah.
Alto Beat says, I agree with Matt. Yusuf says, Eric, 5, not Dyer. Lamella. About Steve. And yeah, Arsenal versus Benfica 1-1. And for Tonga, not even a season out of Premier League and faces rivals again. Yeah, absolutely spot on. How has Vertonghen looked, Yusuf? Actually, do you know what? I've got the game in the background. I ain't really. So
yeah. I have to say one thing guys, on tonight before we go. I have to say, I think that is the worst referee display I think I've ever seen. I think he was shocking tonight. If you could give a rating for him, I'd give him a 0. Honestly, I don't know how that wasn't a foul on Ndombele. Like me and my dad watched it. Was like we were just like he's literally just taking him out. Like every time we fouled him, somehow we get a yellow card, and they've done it about 12, 13 times to the same player, and he's just like, yeah, you're fine. Yeah, I just thought the referee was pretty shocking. Even the commentator said that what is that? You know.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's my negative tonight. The referee.
There you go. He's got some negatives. The referee was shocking. It was crap. So guys, quickly, a manager rating for Jose. Matt.
Got the job done. 4-1. Solid 8 for Mourinho tonight. Well done, Jose. I trust in you. Bring us the trophies. And come on, you Spurs.
Yes. Hyper, Jose Mourinho, out of 10, what do you give him?
I will give him an 8 because we conceded a goal and also because he played again Eric Dyer, so I will give him an 8.
An 8. Fair play to you, an 8. So Yusuf says, yeah, Arsenal versus Benfica 1-1 for Tongan. Says booking bad. He's all right if you stop Abba from scoring. So you're good. Yusuf, fair play. Let's get him back. Agree, Matt. He was shit. The referee. So guys, in the end, Tottenham got it done. He absolutely got it done today. We got the victory, professional performance. It was against a not a very good team, but we only could beat what's in front of us. Mourinho done well there, putting out the team. Couple of surprises in that team, but we got over the line. 4-1, brilliant victory. Looks like we're through now. Hope we can rest a few for next Wednesday. I'm gonna crack on, guys. So everyone, Yusuf, Booking Bad says 8. Mourinho, Simon looks tired after working for long and 2 streams a day. Do you have a job other than YouTube? No, at the minute I did have a job. Not at the minute, just my missus working full time at the minute. I'm at home with my boys. So having boys, guys, it's not easy. Trust me, I'm telling you now, it's not easy doing. And that's a full-time job on its own. Trust me. And Yusuf says booking bads. Oh well. So guys, thanks for everyone in the chat tonight, guys. We still got a few in there. Really appreciate it. As the title says, guys, we're on the road for 1K subscribers now, guys. We're nowhere near it yet in a minute, but let's hope we can drive this train forwards, getting this channel to 1K subscribers before the end of the season. That's my target, end of season, and it'll be nice just to top it off with the channel going to 1K subscribers. It's doable. That's what Bookie said earlier. It is doable. I think we can do it. But as I said, guys, we got the job done. Spurs are halfway through. We're nearly in that the last 16 of Europa League, and we've still got to believe Jose, guys. We still got to believe the players. Hopefully tonight we've seen like the likes of Gareth and Dele having minutes, and they're looking good, looking sharp, guys, tonight. So, guys, thanks for everyone coming to chat. Thanks for Matt. For coming on always. Hyper always coming on when I need him as well. So guys, I've been Premier Hotspur TV, guys. I've been Simon. Booking Bad says slow progress, better than no progress. Keep it up, boys. Yeah, thank you, Booking Bad. That was a great, actually, Dan. It was brilliant having you on tonight, mate. And quite knowledgeable as well. Brilliant. So guys, we are going to end it there. We have been on for an hour and 40 minutes. It's been another good stream, guys. Without you guys in the chat, bringing us the chat, guys, and keeping us sane. So we've been Premier Hotspur TV, so guys. I've been Simon. This has been Matt.
Thanks, guys.
Hotspur, guys. Get him over on Twitter, guys.
Yeah,
add it on the floor, guys. Hyper, he's over at Twitter. So, guys. We are going to the last 16, guys. It looks like now. Hopefully now, let's move on to West Ham. That's the next stop, guys. So, guys, we're gonna love you and leave you. And from me, Matt and Hyper, thank you for everyone who's tuned in. And we're gonna leave you with this.
Come on.
And the Spurs go marching on. Come on, you Spurs! Come on!
We're coming, West Ham. We're coming.
Come
on, West Ham. We're gonna beat you.